it's really important to make sure that, you know, the revolution is owned by the Iranians. That way people can't shed, you know, like doubt on it. Because I did watch this. Listen to this.
I hate the regime in Iran.
Right.
I hate the regime.
So why wouldn't you want it changing?
I hate the mullahs. There are Armenians living in Iran right now who hate the mullahs. Okay, but regime change should not be spurred by the United States and Israel, which wants to install.
You don't hate the regime in Iran. You don't hate the Islamic Republic. You hate us. You hate every single woman who get beaten up, who go to prison, who get lashes for the crime of just simply dressing like you. You hate us because you give misinformation to international community. Right now, absolutely darkness in Iran because of the internet shutdown. Iranians have no voices, but you go on Iran, on Iran talking everywhere.
This woman brings up a really insanely good point. Listen to this.
To international media and giving wrong information. You say that the Iranian people do not want regime change being imposed by Trump administration.
Then why are they writing his name on the walls? Like,
or Prime Minister Netanyahu. Who said that?
Great point. Who said that?
Iranian took to the streets since 2009. 6 major uprising. And they made it clear that this is the people of Iran who want to change the regime. And then you saying that this is external regime change. When you say that, it just reminds me of the time when I launched my campaign against compulsory hijab. Ilhan Omar, the hijabi congresswoman,
deport,
said the exact same thing, accused me, saying that smear campaign everywhere. She said that Masih Alinejad is the mouthpiece of President Trump and her campaign is being pushed by Trump administration. And guess what? The day after, the Iranian state television used her information to attack me. And
I never thought about this. I never thought about the second order effect of people creating Western propaganda and then the Iranian government weaponizing Western propaganda as a justification to prosecute their own citizens and dissenters in their own country and justify it using the Western propaganda that's made. I never thought about this ever. Like, I'm an American. I'm not used to having to think about this. But, like, it's like whenever you realize it, it's like, of course they're doing this. Obviously they're doing this. So you see how people like Ilhan Omar effectively create a permission structure for the Iranian government to persecute, attack, and try to demonize these different activists in the country by trying to use their words and the implication that the regime change is being spurred on by America and Israel. And then they weaponize that as a justification and the permission structure to go after and attack those people. Man. Second degree treason? Yeah.
a month later, Ali Khamenei, the leader of the Islamic Republic, used the same narrative, saying that that American agent must be killed. Yes, with the same narrative. He ordered my killing. And guess what? They hired killers to kill me on U.S. soil 3 times. Now you're doing the same thing.
A team of
by
killers.
Accusing Iranians, being led by Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump, by accusing them promoting external regime change.
But like, I want you guys to understand entirely, like, because I think this is like such an important point, is that the people in the West that are promoting propaganda that this regime change is being pushed by America and Israel are creating indirectly a permission structure for the Iranian government to take action against, attack, and retaliate against people who are trying to force a resistance or force a revolution. I just want you guys to understand the connection here, because this connection is crucial.
You are actually giving excuse to Iranian
Is evidence for treason? Yeah.
To slaughter Iranians. To
it's intentional, not indirect.
And unarmed protesters. This is what you're doing. And stop doing that. If you decided to keep silent, that's fine. But when people of Iran are being banned from internet, they don't have a voice, don't go on media and talk on behalf of them. Let us talk. Let us talk. Because of your narrative, right now, thousands of people have been killed in the streets.
And the other issue, too, with that narrative is that the Iranian government will weaponize their words and then use it as propaganda for their own citizens and make their own citizens think that the revolution isn't legitimate because Americans are making up fan fiction about how the revolution is being pushed by America.
The Islamic Republic officials took on state television saying the exact same thing that you said, that this is external regime change being led by Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump. It's not.
Yep.
We, the people of Iran, being trapped by a barbaric regime, by a terrorist regime, and they are slaughtering people. They are killing people.
It's national gaslighting?
More than 2,000 people have been killed. We are the East Germany. Be brave
Berlin Wall.
and stand with the people of Iran. If you cannot, then don't help the Iranian regime to kill us with the same accusations. Is that too much to ask?
That's crazy. That is insane. I never even thought about this. I never even considered it, but I am so glad that I watched this because really, I mean, you can see the logic in this. Everything about this totally fits together. Everything about this makes perfect sense.